Good morning, everybody. Sitting outside the grocery store where Joe went in. Had to come out today because I have a low tire, and so had to get some air put in it. So, and he's just going to be in the store for just a second. So I thought I would do a live video real quick to ask you if you had heard about Kanye West wanting to be on the running for president. That's what he says. He's already signed whatever he has to sign. And so he would probably fit right in with the majority of the politicians because he and the majority of the politicians are so out of touch with the American people that it's border ridiculous. Here's his proposal to end abortions. He proposes to give everyone that has a baby $1 million. That will end abortions. Well, can you imagine? Okay, I'm sorry. Can you imagine all of the pregnancies just so they can have the $1 million? Can you imagine all the women suddenly disappearing and being kidnapped and being used as baby machines so that these human traffickers can become millionaires? Can you just see all these young girls thinking it would be a good idea and they could probably keep their boyfriend if they had a baby and $1 million? All these babies, after the $1 million is paid out, that would suddenly go missing and become kidnapped and wander off, and that you'd find chained in a basement somewhere. You can't give somebody $1 million for having a baby. If you want to curb abortion, then what you can do is say for anybody that has a baby, they get free medical care, free diapers, free formula, even free clothing for 2 years for the baby. Make it everything about the baby. That will take the burden off of the parent. Because if you give somebody $1 million to have a baby, that's not realistic. Come on now. That's just not being realistic at all. And look at all these men that would go out and have 20 different baby mamas. You know it's true. Because you have some fathers out there that, and I know a few women that have said this because they're in not the same boat. That makes me sound like I'm in the boat. My kids are grown. But some men out there that don't have anything to do with their children until tax time. Then they want half of the tax refund, or they want to claim one of the children. And it's all about the money. So, I was watching Good Morning America this morning, and they showed a clip from President Trump, who basically said again that this virus is just gonna go away. Those are his words. And the way he said it, and he sort of chuckled when he said it. He said, I've said it before. It's just going to go away. He said, and I'll say it again. It's just going to go away. And then he added the word probably. And then he says, and one day I'm going to be right. And probably more than anybody else. Those are his words, not mine. I'm just telling you what he said. So, yeah, the virus will just go away one day after a vaccine and many years down the road. But it'll never really go away because, we eradicated measles in the United States, but now they're back because some people didn't want to have their child vaccinated. People come from other countries and bring it over here, and then it starts again. So, there's a conspiracy theory going around now about schools. And the conspiracy theory is this. The theory is that when school starts, that somehow by September, October, November, in the fall, there's going to surprisingly be a vaccine. But that during this time that somebody at the school, in your child's school as it was put, will get sick and they'll be tested and they will test positive for COVID. That will cause a mandatory shutdown. The school will go under lockdown. Every child in that school will be tested. Even your child will be tested. Against your will, your child will be tested. Then all the children will be taken to I don't remember what they called it, but some kind of site. I guess it's off school campus. All children will be taken there and they will be kept there until you, as their parent, and your entire family come there and all get vaccinated, and then your child will be released to you. Do you believe that? That's kidnapping. That's not going to happen. People who think of these conspiracy theories, why are you so paranoid? That's what I want to know. If everybody would wear a mask and take this seriously for 6 weeks, and then check and see what the difference would be. But you know what? They're not going to do it because the numbers lie. The numbers might be somewhat over the top a little bit, but, you know, look at all the people that's died. Try telling them that this is exaggerated. Some people think that this is all a conspiracy theory to get Trump out of office. It's all about the election. Well, ask yourself this. Did the entire world take COVID and put it amongst their people just so Donald Trump would not be reelected in the United States in November? Did they do that? You know as well as I do that's just not true. So leave in the comment section and tell me what you think about anything that I have said and what you think about that conspiracy theory. Do you buy into conspiracy theories? I know a lot of people do. There's somebody on my Facebook page the other day that posted something that sounded just utterly ridiculous. Most of the time I leave things alone and let people say what they want, but this was just so ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous and bizarre. I had to say, this is just not true. She said, they keep saying this, they keep saying that. And I said, well, who is they? Who is telling you this? She said, this is what I keep hearing. So she thinks because she keeps hearing it, hey, Bubby, that it's true. Everybody should just wear a mask for 6 weeks. All the other countries have got it under control. We can't get it under control because people are not listening, and people are talking about the rights being taken away. And oh, the one meme that gets on my nerves the most is they talk about Hitler and the Jews, and they show people getting on a train, and they're calling us sheeple and saying that this is coming next. If we don't buck up against the government, this is coming next. That's just not going to happen. Don't anybody read history? Don't you know about the pandemic in the early 1900s? Where people were quarantined like today. People wore face coverings in public like today. And it was a pandemic. And it got better. And it'll get better here too. If everybody will just do what they're supposed to do. I know my cousin, Gigi, he posts selfies of himself and his wife in public saying, here we are at Hobby Lobby wearing no mask. Here we are at Walmart wearing no mask. And, you know, just publicly defying the orders. And, you know, I mean, if he don't want to wear one, then I guess that's his business. But at the same time, his wife just had brain surgery, and I think that they should be very, very careful, and I'm concerned about that. But, because I'm going to wear mine. This is my scarf mask that I keep around my neck. And yes, I'm in my van, so no, I don't need it. However, I don't know if somebody's going to walk past me, or maybe I'm going to see somebody I know that's going to want to stand over here and talk, and then I'm going to want to put it on. So It's precautionary, and I wear it as a precaution. So anyway, well, I guess that's all I have to say for now. So leave your comments in the comment section. What you believe about the conspiracy theories. Would you vote for Kanye West if he were on the ballot? One quick thing before I go. Kanye West is friends with Donald Trump. So I think the only reason he wants to put himself on the ballot and throw that $1 million in there for all you women willing to get pregnant is so that he can take the votes away from Joe Biden. That way the votes will be split between him and Joe Biden, and then Trump will win with the majority of the votes because uh, Kanye West will be taking away Joe Biden's votes. And that's what it's all about. He knows he don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning, but this is all, and this is my theory of keeping Donald Trump in office. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. It's the good old boys club. They're all in this. They got the money. They're in this together. Anyway, I am going to go now. And until next time, bye-bye. If I can figure out how to close this out.